Hello, welcome to this racket review. Today I will be reviewing the new head speeds. We have the Head Speed Pro and the Head Speed MP. So these new speed rackets have been updated with the auxetic technology. All new head rackets from graphene 360 plus and so on updated with this material. It doesn't make a lot of difference to the frame itself, but it makes some difference in terms of feel and other things that I will try to mention in this video. So the speed racket line is endorsed by Djokovic, as we all know. Even though he doesn't use a speed, he actually uses some kind of radical mode. But the speed is a bit of a different tweener style frame, at least the MP as I have down there, but the Pro is a bit different because it has a thicker beam than most frames in this category, and it has a 18 by 20 string pattern, so it makes a great blend of both control and still great power and forgiveness. So the Pro says that it has a CPI. CPI is the power scale from head of 300, which is the same as the Radical Pro, I think, and a bit lower than the Radical MP that I use. But personally, I think it's pretty comparable to something between the Radical Pro and MP, because it has a lot of forgiveness because of the big head size, but it's still controlled because of the string pattern. So that blend really creates a different style of racket that I don't think any other company offers to the public. But on the other hand, we have the MP model, which is a different racket to the Pro. This is a 16 by 19 string pattern, still 100 square inches, same 23 millimeter beam all the way from the throat to the top on both the models, but it plays very differently from the Pro. And this is more of a tweener style frame, like a pure drive, but it's actually more controlled than a pure drive because it hasn't the same thickness to the beam as a pure drive has, but the string pattern is still very open, so it creates a lot of topspin, a lot of power. To some it may be too much, to some it may be too little, but I think it's a great blend, and it's a better update to the last version, because I with the last 360 Graphene 360 Plus I had some issues with directional control. I felt that my aim was a bit off when I went for the lines. It was like 50-50 if I was outside or inside. But with this update I feel like I have more control, more directional control in terms of full swings and really going for my targets. So if there's something to do with the new auxetic material technology, it must be that it offers better feel, for me at least, to better control the racket with my swing style and technique. Of course it's different with everyone, but for me I think it's clearly a better update than the last version, and I'm happy with the changes. But since I last tested the Pro, I have become a bit of a better player, create more topspin with my technique and so on, and I actually got really impressed with this racket on my one-handed backhand. It created a good amount of spin, but not like the MP or my own Radical MP, but it was enough for me. The ball dipped inside very good, and I still had a lot of control, very much control, because of the string pattern is very tight. It has great precision and great control overall, and the head size often gets too big for me, and when I have my one-handed backhand I often like smaller, 98 or less, but this actually worked. I don't know why, but I felt that it worked just fine because of the amount of control that I still got from the frame. So often these bigger head sizes are more power targeted, but the Speed Pro is more of a blend, and I believe it's a great racket for two-handed backhand as well, primarily two-handed backhand I think, but it works just fine with the one-hander as well, because of the blend with the string pattern and the thicker beam. So overall, two great rackets. I'm really happy with them, and big thanks to Head for sending me these 2 rackets, and also some Prestiges that another review will come, I believe, after this one. So look up for that. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would be very happy if you did. And I believe that will be all for this video. If you want to know anything about the rackets, just ask me in the comments and I will try to answer them as fast as possible, as always. And that will be all from me. Hope you had a great day, and I see you in the next video. Bye.
Huh.